What a gorgeous melody. Hello my friends, welcome to Prime Strings. I'm Henriette, and today, as you have heard, we are playing Believe. Most of this tune I think you can play without any help, but there are just a few moments where I'll point out a few little things, and I'm just hoping that this will enhance your enjoyment of playing this piece. And those are the places where you start on what's called an upbeat, and an upbeat is when you start on a very light note just before a main beat in a bar. I can give you an example. So for instance, in this faster section in my book in line 5, you get this. So this. And I suggest you play these upbeats with little up bows just below the middle of the bow. Can you see? The emphasis is on the next note, the first beat of the bar, and not on that little up bow. So you can make your bow stroke really short on that. And here you've got another one. See? Be careful not to use too much bow. Then suddenly you get the emphasis on the wrong note, and we don't want it on the upbeat. We want it to be on the D in this case. You see? So it is not an important note, that upbeat. One other thing that I want to tell you is that when you play long notes, try to play some vibrato on those. So I'm going to start from the beginning. And you want to try and make your notes really nice and long so that you can enjoy them to the full. Now, if you are learning how to play vibrato, please check out my vibrato video. I will put the link into the description below, but you can also find it in my playlist, which is called Technique. So there you can find a vibrato technique, and it is how I teach vibrato. So perhaps this video might help you to learn it if you haven't already learned it. So what I was saying is, if we go from the beginning, you want to add vibrato on every longish note that you can manage. So I'm playing it on both the first two notes. And then again here. Now here, if you can, don't worry about the A. To play vibrato on those notes in the third and fourth bar of line 1, you might go on the first finger here in the third position, and this way you can add vibrato on the second finger when you play those Ds in the third position. And here again in the second line you can play vibrato on your A. That definitely you'll play vibrato on that C sharp there. And then we'll carry on, and I'll talk you through as we go along, shall I? Do your best vibrato here again. Line 4, start down bow on the E, so that the C sharp in bar 5 will be a down bow. So I'm starting in the middle on the first bar of line 4. One, two. Wow, that's very nice. So you can add vibrato wherever you like in that section. Now we come to the faster section, and you want to make your playing a little bit more lively from this bit. Keep your bow strokes fairly short so that it's easier to play in a more jolly style. Very short up bow here. I've done here is the last two notes of the fifth line. I've slurred these. See? And that helps me play a nice long down bow on the following dotted minim A. Okay, let's do line 5 again, shall we? 3, 4. Now retake the bow to the heel of the bow. And this is the 7th line, so the penultimate line of page 1. I'm also slurring those 2 semiquavers there, so I'm getting, you see, and that's okay to do that. So let's go from there, 3, 4. Very short up bow here. Pencil ready, perhaps you can write on the very last note of the penultimate line, which is a semiquaver B, write a little up bow there, because we want to start the last line, that third finger, we want to start down bow. So I'm playing the last bar of the penultimate line of page 1, that's complicated. I'm playing up bow here, and now another up bow. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to finish down bow here and down bow there. Now I'll play this once more. So this is the upbeat to the last bar of line 7. 3, 4. Up. Be careful that when you play this, you don't get an enormous accent on this F sharp here. I know you want to go and use the whole bow so that you have the whole bow for the last note of this phrase, but keep it very light so you get. There we go. Carry on now, and we're going into the second time bar as we get there. I am on my upbeat F sharp all the time. Now gradually we're getting a little bit quieter towards the end from here. So let's now start after the second time bar. So this is the last 2 lines of your piece, and we're starting with 2 count rest, and I'll count you in for that, those 2 beats. 1, 2. 2, 3. Rest, rest. Coming, well done. Now this time when you play your last long note, stretch your bow arm forwards a little bit. If you're too far to your side here with your arm going this way, you can't first of all play the whole bow because your bow is slipping and you don't get a nice sound. So instead stretch your bow arm forwards so that you end up here. You see, that's the difference. I was there before and it wasn't working because my bow was slipping, and now I'm staying much more in front of my tummy with my bow arm. So we're going to do the last 2 lines again, final time. So start a bit louder and then gradually let's get softer towards the end. 1, 2. 2, 3. Rest, rest. Rest, rest softer now. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. And that note will become extra special if you play it as long as you can, and you fade out this note as beautifully as you can. My bow goes slower, slower, and it drifts towards the fingerboard a little bit. That is for that extra Christmassy feeling. I've thoroughly enjoyed this piece. I hope you have too. If you have any questions or comments, do please write them in the comments section below. Please also like this video and feel free to share it with your friends. I very much look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye.